Today is January the 12th, 2023. I don't think it needs to be said because you're probably hearing it in my delivery. It was a rough day yesterday. It was a very rough day. Um, an important day, a day which I am not complaining about, of course. But excuse me, it took it out of me, obviously. So much so that I was wondering if I really should put myself in front of the camera today. But I decided, like I told you guys, and as you guys know, I've this is important to me to document my condition. For me, I don't know. It is what it is. I'm obviously not as cavalier about it today, but that's the other side of my condition. Um, Sometimes I can look at it, I can look at myself, laugh about it, and shake my head, and wish it wasn't so, but making the most of it. Uh, and sometimes I can't. Today is one of those days that I can't. The day was probably, it was rough, I'm sorry. It was a meeting that I was attending about 3.5 hours in length, of which I was sitting or sat as much as I could. I'm still having the condition, which is now a month running. I think I've already told you guys it comes in waves. It's good and bad. Yesterday, it was rough. It's actually very rough because it was actually being seated, which I couldn't do, by the way, for, like I said, a couple of 3 hours at least. I needed to take periodic breaks to stand and stretch my body, get the nerves. They settle when I sit, and that's why sitting now. I was really contemplating doing a stand up or a lie down, but I thought no. Let's give you a taste of what yesterday was like today. One of the side effects. I don't think I've ever mentioned this before. One of the side effects of an event like yesterday does to me is it gives me spasms, sometimes in the arms, but always in the legs. Um, it is what it is. Don't get me wrong, but all of a sudden, it's just, and it doesn't go away. There's nothing you can do about it. You just have to sort of ride it out. Sometimes the spasms will happen in groups. What I mean by that is it spasms and it settles and spasms and settles, or it could spasm and lock, and then it spasms and when you have messed up nerves, um, that is what happens. Or if anything, it's what happens to me. Walking is more difficult today. One of the things I was really grateful for yesterday was I was on top of having this. Sorry, just having this meeting that I was attending and participating in. I was also able to do a couple of errands, which I now know don't have to do, so I could actually spend even more time today recovering from the event yesterday. I also need to rest myself up over the weekend because Monday and Tuesday are going to be long days. Days which I'm not looking forward to them, but I definitely, the 2 days, but I definitely need to be there for my peace of mind and for what's going on with me. Um, so I need to be as rested up as I can for the event. But at least I have, the way I look at it, I have a heads up, as it were. So I will definitely be taking a lower key approach to uh, how much energy I expend over the weekend so that I'll be as rested up as I can for the Monday and Tuesday following the weekend. And then I'll tell you about what that was all about. Right now, it's just still playing itself out, and I'm letting it play itself out, and everything's fine as far as that goes, other than what it's doing to my physicality or lack thereof. A bit of a shorter one today because this one is really difficult. Just sitting here, sharing with you. That's okay. As far as it goes, I I want this documented, so I'm documenting it. I was going to say something, but there you go. Like, even though this all happened yesterday, and I told you guys it was yesterday afternoon, and I did take it easy last night, but I'm really feeling it today. The hobbling is intense. The sitting is really painful, but I can, and that to me is a win as far as that goes. Anyways, this is a bit of a part two to yesterday's, where I was giving you the best spin of how getting old and dealing with what I'm dealing with as I'm aging, there is a sense of comedy to it. If you can't laugh at yourself, everyone else is going to just laugh at you, and you're going to be frustrated. So I can laugh at myself because it is what it is, you know. Like, I can do the best which I can, and hope to do okay. Sorry, as you can tell, I'm not. I'm fuddled is the way I would look at it. This is sort of me trying to express myself through a stressful condition, which I'm in today. Anyways, it is a. I did want to give, when I finally decided, okay, sit down, do this, I decided to make this a part two to yesterday. This is sort of the the non-jovial way of looking at my condition. This is where I need to be lower key. I need to do less. Less is more at this point in my recovery today. And like, I'm repeating myself, and I apologize for that, but that is also a trope which is very frustrating when you know you're doing it, but you don't know you're doing it when you're doing it. It's it works on your psyche, and not in the best way. It's one of those things where you really it's just another, it's part of my condition. I know that. Most people in my orbit know that as well, and they're never cruel about it, but they do point it out when it needs to be pointed out, and for that, I appreciate that. Anyways, like I said, today I probably just felt I wanted to get this out. Just it's still important to me to live up to the conditions I set for myself for as long as I can. That is to film daily, even if it's a rougher day as today is. But at least I did it, and that for me is a kind of victory. Anyways, I am rambling, so I'll shut this down or wrap this up. Anyways, thanks for listening. That's what's going on behind the patch. Not the best day, but I'll get through it. So I hope everyone has a good rest of the day. I will talk to you guys.